All right, so I just straight up stopped when I was talking about my youngest daughter, Blessing, potentially being with her in Nashville, and it was really, a few different people I was talking to. The overwhelming consensus was don't do you're not going to Nashville. Did you realize that? Okay, so the mother said, just come to Nashville, which is a broad statement. Like, really, you're dealing with a place. I'm from Cleveland. Okay, we're not even 60 square miles. To get from one side of this, I mean, I've been all over the city, under the city, through the city, around the city. You can literally drive for an hour to get from one side of the city to the other. I'm talking from like east side to west side. And so you take like Carnegie all the way, and then it turns into like Lorraine or Detroit or something. About a little less than an hour, maybe. 60 less than 60 square miles. Square mileage of Nashville is more than 500. We're talking about a place that's almost 10 times the size of the place where I grew up. So the mother said, well, come now. Okay, great. Where? And she wouldn't say. I'm not looking for an address, just maybe not even a neighborhood. I understand you're scared. We can always meet at McDonald's to transfer the child. We're going to do this shared parenting, which obviously, I've given up on it completely. Like, why am I doing this? I'm talking to many professionals about this. I was like, dude, just stay out of this. This is all drug related. It's got nothing to do with a child. It's all to do with just bullying and manipulation. So that was just, when I said December in my other video, December of 2020. Okay, so that's when I was looking to go up there, and I mean, who would want to live? They only get what 2 or 3 or 4 inches of snow a year, but it's still too cold for me. Who would when you have the opportunity to live in South Florida or here in Daytona Beach? I'm here a little longer term, Obviously, I'm looking at other places too, but it's been a thing in my life, whereby, great, I can go live with a child finally. How cool would that be? Would play every other day or once a week? I was so desperate, and the reason I'm starting with this video is that is it a thing of desperation for me to live with people, or am I actually rescuing people for my own self, which is unhealthy? What is the best interest of all the people involved? The best interest of my child, which is nobody cares about the children; they care about the state, really, or they care about you know who's going to get more dollars out of it. Usually the judges like that. I'm thinking about what's best interest here. So whose interests are we dealing with here? And let me just go back a little bit further to give you everybody, because a lot of people are going through this right now. It's a big problem in America. I called it Dromania on my Facebook Live, and me, I've always had easy. I mean, just the best places to live, and I can help any people out. I built my house, 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Yeah, what woman wouldn't want to do that? All of our children get their own room, however they want. All they did share rooms. We didn't like them living alone in their own room. They couldn't do that. Like, who would want to? And in 2014, I lived with some friends in Worcester, off and on for like weekends. They had children. It was nice to be around children, hear their voices, the stomping of the feet, running around, playing, giggling. Just being around people in the same house, people going to sleep, waking up. But it's part of my self evaluation. I talk about this a lot on my Facebook Live and, of course, right here on YouTube. But is it, when it comes to the best interests of everybody involved, it's like, what's the best interest of the child? I mean, regarding my situation in Nashville, and then, of course, I'm going to meet in Birmingham, another big city, no specific addresses to meet my child. Her name is Blessing. If you watch if you haven't watched other videos, well, that's what we know so far. But these children aren't going to never know me. This is how our country is, and I'm going to be a father without knowing my children, and got to get happy with that. But I mean, there's been opportunities for me to live with people. My cousin, awesome. Maybe we came in touch, and he has some good contacts. So we were gonna get maybe three, four of us guys all get together and rent a place down in maybe Broward County, maybe just Fort Lauderdale area, Deerfield Beach, Pompano Beach area. That was 2020, I think. And of course, even 2019, a woman, Danielle, I love you. But this woman, she kept dragging her feet, dragging her feet. Oh, maybe it would be like now in January. I can't do anything until May. Okay, May. But she goes like month to month, and it's like we're gonna live together. That would be a good opportunity for me. Why? Because yeah, she's still a hostile. We could see us together. We've lived together. We had a great week, first week ever to live together. It was great at her place. I was looking like I was gonna move there. I think it was August 2019, and we talked about my children often, obviously, and it just all fell apart. But yeah, she's disabled. I'm disabled. She can't move around as well, but she's got the eyesight. That could be helpful. But here we go again. I'm, using people to compensate for areas, which is fine. I mean, areas that I need help with. Obviously, her family kept keeping her away from things, so that didn't happen. But we had first week together. Consider moving at this Lake Linda Circle, which is a lot of drugs in that place, in Lutz, Florida. Uh, and I've done the whole Airbnb thing, did hotel hopping. It's been fun. It really has been. Of course, couch surfing. I've had so many people here at this condo already. There's one, you can see him on Facebook, and there's one dude. I mean, I met him at an NA meeting, okay, and the rule is obviously, well, not everybody has this rule, but no alcohol, no weed, no needles, no lines, no powders, no cigarettes, and vaping, no. I don't even let sugar in here. I mean, sugar gets in here, but it gets by the door somehow. Security lets the sugar and cheese by. It's narcotic, it really is. But yeah, he's a man who was. I heard his story at a meeting, and I just had a heart for him. So he's been here. I've other people right off the streets, sleeping on my air mattress, and I got looking at a futon. I've got this pad in my bedroom, my closet. I've slept in on that pad in my closet. I've talked about that. It's awesome. It's nice and dark, So that's where I am. That's what I'm starting to wonder. Maybe I'm just those marriages were me abusing what would be a wife in the Christian Judeo world as like a. I mean, even making this video, I'm pondering and thinking about it. Where I am in this, because obviously I haven't had the stability with regard to living with people. It just hasn't worked.